And hello YouTube, welcome back to Exploring New Vegas. In the episode of Prim, we discovered this iBot, which we did not have the parts or the science or the repair at the time to fix it. So we came back before we move on, and we found we could repair the iBot using 3 pieces of scrap, 2 sensor modules, and some scrap electronics. So the first thing we did was to try to scrounge around Prim and see if we could find some of these parts. We wrote them down actually, and we made our way to the Bison Steve, and in a fire hose box here you'll find some scrap electronics, and we're gonna need that to fix our iBot. Continuing through, we came up the side door of the Bison Steve, and you're up on the roller coaster, and I found a guy way over there. I couldn't reach and he kept squirming around. It took, I don't know, it took a ridiculous amount of shots. Look at him going. Finally we got him. It was kind of funny. So with that out of the way, we made our way off the roller coaster.
Prim is the new sheriff. Hey there, youngster.
We came back to Johnson Nash to see if he had anything for sale. Maybe he could help us find our parts for Eddie. But he didn't have anything. He does have a few interesting items, but nothing special really. He's kind of a low-level trader in the game, but that's good. Time for us to go. We went back to the old sheriff's house in Prim, and in a toolbox you'll find some scrap metal and some scrap electronics if you still needed that.
Oh, wow, wow, on Galaxy News Radio.
Next,
the #1 radio station in the
off to Good Springs. We got this little message from 3 Dog, a little homage to
It's
Fallout
good to see a
3.
friendly face. I almost took you for a raider, I did. Name's Malcolm Holmes. Don't
And then we met
suppose
this
you care to
stranger.
trade? I'm missing a few essentials and screw this. Lying just ain't in my nature. I'll tell it to you straight. I've been following you for a good bit now.
This is a random encounter in New Vegas. This is Malcolm Holmes.
It started off innocently enough. I was traveling, as I often do, and happened to observe you picking up one of those blue star caps. You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you'd gotten your hands on. I had to make sure of your disposition. There's a lot of jumpy folks out there that'll shoot a man as soon as talk to him. Now that we're conversing, though, I can tell you what I know about those caps. There's an old wasteland legend that says somewhere out there is a fabulous treasure from before the war. Those caps with the blue star on them, the tale goes, are the key to that treasure. They're called sunset sarsaparilla stars.
Malcolm goes on to say he used to be a collector of these caps, but he found it too dangerous and he gave it up. And we kind of get the idea of there are people out there looking for these caps, and Malcolm is giving us a warning about the dangers.
All over the place. The easiest place to find them is unopened bottles of sunset sarsaparilla. You'd think they'd all have been picked clean by now. Some say it's old Festus that does it, hoping someone will finally collect enough caps to earn the treasure. Other than bottles, you'll just have to scavenge. You can find caps in the unlikeliest of places, and blue star caps are no exception. It's said that the treasure is guarded by a man named Festus, and he's the one who asked for the blue star caps. It's also said he's been around since the war, standing a lonely vigil, waiting for someone to come and take the treasure off his hands. That'll make him pretty damn old, but I've met a few people in my travels who claim they actually met him, and they weren't the lying type either. No problem. If you do end up trying to collect more stars, watch out for a man named Alan Marks. He's killed several people for their stars already.
Well, with that out of the way,
Feeling thirsty?
we went inside to talk to Trudy to see if she had any parts to help us fix the iBot. And she has lots to drink but no parts.
You looking to buy some supplies?
So off to Chet.
Can do.
We checked his parts. And luckily, Chet did have some scrap electronics and some scrap metal. And we have enough scrap electronics. Next, searching around Goodsprings, we found the body of Joe Cobb, and we missed that after they raided Goodsprings. So we collected that. Back in Prim, I came in the NCR tents. If you remember, they're at the dead end. I found some scrap metal, and in a toolbox, I found a sensor module. So if you don't mind losing a little bit of karma, you can steal those from the NCR. So excited, off I went back to Eddie and select repair with parts, and then select fix with parts. And we have Eddie, and our first companion is born. With that out of the way, we can use Eddie's as an ammo bench, and we can also use Eddie as a workbench. He has both of those capabilities, and he is now our companion. He has a little laser weapon. He's pretty handy, and you can use Eddie to store your things. So right away, I started putting some items
Howdy.
in his inventory.
You got that old robot up and running again? How's it working
After
out
that,
for
talk to
that beat up old
Johnson
pile of
Nash.
bolts? The courier dropped it off a little bit ago. I'd hoped to get it up and running for some courier work. Not a bit. I imagine there must be some people around curious about that kind of technology.
Thanks.
Don't go getting yourself shot.
That voice did not line up at all. So outside you can see Eddie's following us. He's our new companion. And doesn't he, Eddie, my love? We can see the quest. The rest of the quest is bring Eddie to the Gibson scrapyard. And you can see it's optional, so I'm not completely sure if we should give up Eddie, but that's why we're calling this a part 1. We'll test it out. I think in the part 2 we'll head over to the Gibson scrapyard and we'll see if we can complete this or if we should keep Eddie. So that's a little quick tutorial how to get Eddie without the repair requirements or the science requirements. Just scavenging parts around Prim and Goodsprings. And we have Eddie! So thanks a lot for watching. It's just a little short one today. Leave a comment, leave a like if you enjoyed. And let me know what we should do with Eddie. Should we keep him around or should we take him to Gibson scrapyard? Alright, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.